Super bang, last one for the night. Y'all know who it is. If you don't, it's MrIDIA.com. Come on, Kimchi TV. Super bang. This is the BPS Battle Point System. Appreciate every last one of y'all that tuning in, helping us trying to refine this, getting it right. We're going through some of our favorites, some of the most discussed, some of the most controversial, etc., etc. Super bang. So we're going to go ahead and introduce the BPS, the Battle Point System, to everybody once again. I'm going to have to do this a few more videos just until everybody gets used to it. I gives no fucks. Man, it's not about who came up with it. It's about if we're going to institute it or not. Refine it. Let's get it right, man. Are you fans of the culture? Let's do it. 1 point for a bar, 2 for a dope bar, 3 for a fire bar, 4 for a bang, 5 for a haymaker. Now, I went ahead and did this Av versus Math Hoffa. Some of y'all may have already off the rip thought, why would you do this? Like, Math choked in multiple rounds. Like, I know that shit kind of phonetically counted as far as the flow of the battle, but if I'm going off of what he said, it still fucked it up because those chokes made him fuck up the rest of his rounds. He didn't remember his material, so the points were shorter. So we're going to go ahead with Math Hoffa's first round. Started off with just bar, couple dope bars, fire. Payoff wasn't too crazy. Math was just talking, trying to really just saying some shit, trying to get into it, but the payoff wasn't enough. It wasn't any bangs in the payoff right there. It was just some fire bars that paid off, you know. And then he even hinted it right here with some cool shit, but it wasn't enough to, go over the top. And again, to reiterate, you go this way. These are every line is of 4 bars, including the 1 and the 3, the 2, the 1 and the 2, the 3 and the 4. Boom, 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 boom. So I judge all those accordingly. Shout out to LT for adding his addition into the BPS. And what we've been doing is once you score each 2-bar section, the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, once you score those, you add up the amount of 4 bars they had divided by the score. And that will help determine who had longer rounds, shorter rounds. Like, that really is the game changer right there, because a lot of people was commenting and viewing the Cassidy versus Goods, but Cassidy kind of rapped not only longer in his first, shorter in his second than Goods, but then the potency of what Goods had just didn't add up. So I'm going to use what LT came up with in addition to this to re-evaluate my Goods score. But I like what you're doing, sir. So nonetheless, 38 points for Math Hoffa. Horribly short round. And if you average it out, man, he only had a 4.2. And again, that's the amount of 4 bars he had potency with the score. Av comes out with a fucking fire bars after some bangs, consistent bangs, fire bars, bangs. He really had nothing less than a few dope bars. But the payoff made more sense right there. He even had some haymakers tucked up in that bitch. More bangs. Like, yo, Av is crazy. I'm going to judge the Av versus Nitty again because, you know what? I'm not going to do it tonight. I may actually do it tonight because I'm still trying to feeling good. But I'm not going to post it tonight. How about that shit? But nonetheless, Av rocked out with a 70 in his first round. You can see on calculation he was over 8 bars. So I scored him, man. Shit, man. He had... this is how we add them up. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I did 70 divided by 11 is 6.36. And then the same with Math. So you figure he beat Math in the first round, not only by the points. That could be subjective, but the time to take that subjectiveness out of it, he beat him by over 2 bars. 8 bars. Little close to more than 8 bars. So that makes a big difference. All right, we're going to get into Math's other second short-ass round. I got to do the hollow in Math too, man, because on first watch of me seeing it, I had Math winning on, like, you know, the things he was saying, the topics he brought up. But bars-wise, did it add up? I don't know, man. Hollow's the GOAT, so, I mean, that's what they say, right? Who knows? So anyway, Math started out in the second round with some, he let it up, but then his payoff was pretty good right here. All out of bangs and fire bars. He had just some setups and dope bars. Didn't make sense, but then he came through with some nice little fires. Payoff was cool, but again, it was short as fuck. 42 points. And these rounds are around the same length. This is when he started doing his choke action, man. So 4.6 averaged up the total of math second rounds. If you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 42 divided by 9 4-bar sections, you know what I'm saying? 4.6. Compared to Av's, let's get into it. Av's second round, he started out light a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Fire bar towards the second section. You know what I'm saying? A couple bangs right there towards the end, payoff in the front. He had some more fire bars, and it was just build up, build up. I think this was Av's not only coasting around, but he was trying to find his feeling in there. He had a few bangs right there, but the payoff at least made sense. And then the same thing that would be for this section right down here. He came through, and he actually ended it towards the end of his second round with a nice little haymaker. So that's great to do that. Av's second round ending total accumulating 85. And if again we're adding up the LT addition, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 85 divided by 16 is what I got right there. So in comparison, if we go into maths, he wrapped a lot shorter. Maths second was more potent than his first, but it was also a little bit shorter, but a tad longer than his first, but it's definitely shorter than Av's second and not as potent. So in scale-wise, man, he hit him with at least 4 bars less. I don't want to overcomplicate this, and I kind of feel like I'm maybe doing that when it really shouldn't be this, but this is where it comes down to honing it and getting it right. We're going to see Math's third right here. Nothing to call home about. Nothing to call home about. This is actually the beginning of it, excuse me. It was only about 8 more bars. Excuse me, 16. He ended it with some decent fires, setups, a lot more decent dopes, fires, set it up. Anyway, conclusion, Math, 38 points his first round, 42 his second, third round 34, 114. If you average them all out, it's 1305. Av, his third, man, he came out. Av was, look, the fight is not over. The fight is not over. You know? And I wonder if people really know how technical the boxing scoring system is. Or do they just go by, oh, well, the judge said, and then they won it? Are you going to always feel somebody won instead of who they won when it could be in your face haymakers knockout punch anyway? Like, oh, well, that knockout can't... People think Conor McGregor won just for the fact of him being there, right? Like, come on, let's be realistic on shit, man. But something got to give. I'm doing my part, sir. So anyway, he started out Av on his third with a nice little bang right there. The build-ups was good. Nice little fires. A few little bars, just transitions. But in the most sense, it paid off and worked out right there. A lot more fires. And he even ended it on a strong note. 72 points for Av. First round 70. Second 85. Third 72. If you average them all out, 16.81. He beat Math by a total of... So that's 8. He beat Math by almost 10 bars if you're taking these numbers. But number-wise, he beat him by 100 fucking points. Smash Math. Man, you know what? Smack was pissed as hell. But nonetheless, you guys see what the process is. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Feel free to comment and add your suggestions, comments. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. And consistency kills the souls of those that just fold. Hard for them to see you grind. Reminder they ain't on their goals, I suppose. I rap. 18 a professional. MrIdia.com. Mr. I Do It All. Go ahead and check it out. Follow me on IG. All these good shit. Sub to the channel. Bang.